Hello everyone, you're watching Pitch Battle. I'm your host Indranil. I exactly don't know what is happening in T20 World Cup. I mean, we've seen Pakistan losing to US. We've seen so many other accidents happening. But what happened this morning, Australia losing to Afghanistan, I'm actually scared. I mean, India, touchwood, is looking very, very good as a side. I mean, we have a strong batting, we have a performing middle order. Middle order is supposed to be the backbone, right? Uh, all this while, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, they were not scoring. They scored against Bangladesh also. It's looking all bright and sunny. It's not too hot. It's absolutely pleasant for Team India in the West Indies and looking like they're hot favorites. Are they? I mean, want to know from our experts. We are joined by Mr. Abhay Apte, former president of Maharashtra Cricket Association. Welcome to the show, sir. Pitch battle.
Thank you. My
Cricket
pleasure.
is incomplete without a pitch battle, actually. So, and we have Avinash, the editor of My Khel. Uh, Sir, early in the morning, what a shocker. I mean, people who got up to the news that Sunday morning you getting up lazy, okay, Australia may have won, it's all right, we'll tackle them, we'll see how it happens. And this, the game which is going to happen tomorrow, is going to be all important because if we beat Australia, Australia are in danger of qualification, and and we don't have to face Australia probably at all because we get really scared when Australia comes calling.
Indradil, first of all, thank you for having me on this show, which looks to be a
Pleasure.
very impressive show. Uh, just to start with, I would like to make a slight amendment in your introduction. You were saying
Ah,
some accidental verdicts, accidental match results. No, they are hard earned, they are well earned results. If you feel that USA has beaten Pakistan, or if you feel that today Afghanistan has won against Australia, that's a hard earned victory and they deserve it. And that's the beauty of a competition. When the teams which are not ranked very high, they come up and they start beating the champions. I think that is where we feel that the tournament has really picked up. And early morning, in fact, I had got up, as you know, that's my habit, to read some papers and study something. And suddenly I saw that it's a good match. Let me start watching. And then I left everything and I was there watching this match. What a beautiful match! And then, yes, tomorrow's match becomes very important. India is doing so well all along, and they have shown a lot of promise. But one thing which I was talking to someone in the morning, Australians are known for playing good finals. Actually, if you see, even if they perform not that good, they are experts. And I think this is where we choked last time. So that is going to be a very, very thrilling encounter going ahead from this stage. As you correctly said, West Indians are also doing pretty well, and they are also going to show something. Both the tables, India and South Africa, are sitting at 4 points. And it's now with Afghanistan's victory, the table is completely open, and let's hope that it becomes still more thrilling as we proceed to the remaining part of the tournament.
very well said, sir. Absolutely. And Avinash, when you come to think of it, what happened in 2023, that match where Maxwell got a 200, and I would simply say revenge well taken. I mean, what else can I say about this?
Yes,
Spectacular
and
win.
definitely it was. Yeah, obviously, in that match as well, the way Afghanistan played, I mean, seven down Australia under 900, and they end up dropping a sitter and gave a reprieve, Glenn Maxwell. And what happened after that was one of the finest knocks in the World Cup history that one could ever see, because literally he was batting on one leg. He was not feeling well. He had cramps in his leg, and the way his hand-eye coordination, and that's why Maxwell is such a dangerous batter. And soon after the match, the entire Afghani side, if you looked at them, they were completely dejected and they were shocked that what kind of a result had come out, because the way they were playing, they dominated the game. They were looking in cruise control and to win the game against mighty Australians. and it would have been the biggest upset of the tournament had Australia lost to Afghanistan back then. But that didn't happen. But somewhere the fire in the belly, we are in. I mean, the World Cup is being held in the Caribbean, and very popular documentary, The Fire in Babylon, which uh, just narrates the entire ups and downs of the early West Indies team, and before they became the world champions back to back under Clive Lloyd's captaincy. So that fire in the Babylon, some I think they've just sought inspiration there, and they've done something nobody was expecting them to. It's We should not call upset, because Afghanistan looks like a very promising side, and they have a very future as well, because they have this habit of being the giant killers, and once this attitude just seeps into the mentality and the mindset, Afghanistan are going to be a very dangerous side.
They are. I mean, how easy they looked in front of the Indians. In fact, Indians, when they are playing after sir, these league matches, we play as if we are here to conquer. I mean, absolutely spotless, clinical. Uh, कोई भी दाग नहीं है आंचल में. I mean, that's what. It's it's amazing the way they play these league matches, Indian team. And yesterday was no, uh, and everything goes upside down, topsy turvy. Uh, we become dysfunctional with when knockout matches happen. I think I've spoken about it earlier also. We get allergies on our skin. Hopefully, this time it's going to be different, because one last time we're seeing Virat and probably Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma playing together. But your thoughts on India, opposition like Afghanistan, we sort of ease them out so easily. I mean, this is a great thing about Indian team they've achieved. 20 years ago, it was not like that. If you would play the semi-final, they would say, "Oh, good, great effort, well done, my boys." But now things have moved on. We have such a what do you call it? It's not only the money part, talent-wise also. This has become the sort of mecca of world cricket, the Indian soil. And when you see plenty of talents coming out like that, and so and we have so many waiting in the wings. I mean, Jaiswal is not there, Rinku is not there. Uh, Seniors who have got into that position, they don't want to quit. They want to continue, because that's the only prominent way to tell the world you're alive and kicking. Otherwise, who watches one day cricket? Would watch a test cricket? But you tell me, sir. I mean, this amazing journey Indian team undertakes every time we play a tournament. It's absolutely flawless.
Uh, See, Ranil, if you look at the performance, even current performance, as
Yeah.
you know, I'm not a great cricketer, or I am not the authority to talk about the cricketing skills. But all of us follow the game pretty well, and we
Mm.
also look at it from administrative point of view. See, if you look at the way in which our team is playing, it is definitely a champion team. It's only a matter of that bit of luck that you need to remove the distance between champions and runners up or something like that.
Yeah.
Secondly, what is more impressive is that this unending batting lineup, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, all of them are batsmen. I mean, somebody will be, वो जादू का शो होता था ना कितना मारोगे. uh, it is like that sometimes the opponents will feel, oh, so I have taken these four batsmen, there are eight more, there are four more. So this is one very good thing, that this team has got a very deep batting lineup. And what is most remarkable is that it's okay that one person scores a century or two of them score 80 and then we reach 200. But when everybody is contributing 30, 35, 40, 30, 35, 40, and we go close to 200, that is the beauty. That is truly a teamwork, I would say, both in bowling as well as in batting. And this looks to be the best description of this team, that it's truly a team that is playing, all are together. Look at the brotherly relationship between them. Look at the friendship that you can see even from the box, the way in which they are interacting with each other, the type of comfort that they have. Juniors, seniors, all of them are talking from different regions, different languages. This is the beauty of our culture, and it is really impressive and very, very heartwarming.
Absolutely. And who would forget those scenes where you can put your hand on your coach's shoulder and a coach of Rahul Dravid's stature, which is amazing. Shows how closely knit this team is, how they are sort of soaking in each other's success and fail. And our drawback has been over the years, uh, mm, Avinash, is been that we never performed as Aptisa is saying, we never performed. Everyone doesn't contribute in big matches, probably, and we do well. We do so well. Everyone contributes, and then the knockout matches, only two, three performers are there, are seen. I mean, it's not individual you can blame whatever has happened in last 11 years. Your thoughts are how this team is going to be shaping up. You think this is, I mean, especially we'll talk about this special character Hardik Pandya. We'll come to that. But as a team, are you, as a journalist, are you getting that confidence that yes, they have it in them to go all the way?
Definitely, they have it in them. They've been showing it for glimpses in the last two matches. Against Pakistan or the US side, we saw the bowlers doing the bulk of the job. But now that the batters are also joining, coming to the party and understand is their role, how they should be approaching. The intent was pretty clear last night against we saw the way Rohit played the first ball. He was not looking to just settle down and then take charge and go on the offensive. And that is the Rohit Sharma we all want to see, because just go 6, 7 months back in the 8 months back in the ODI World Cup. What Rohit was doing was phenomenal. Was giving a perfect start to the Indian team, and in the power plays, he was taking on the bowlers. It was not any bowler on his reputation. He was building his own reputation, and that aggressive intent was there to see for everyone. And that is how Team India progressed into the finals, and they were in the game as long as Rohit was there. The way he was batting, that approach
Absolutely.
has to be there. And we saw that approach, that intent lacking in the first few games. Yes, the pitch was slightly different, but more than the pitch, it was something on the mental side of the Indian team which was lacking. They were not mentally prepared to take on the opposition. But here, I think they have understood the fact at the business end of the tournament, and it is time for us to go all out. Full fire cylinders should be fired, because if there is any chink in the armor, the opposition look to exploit us. The way they combined, both Rohit and Kohli, they just combined and started attacking the Bangladeshi bowlers. They with spinners, and it was quite uh, on the expected lines, because they were thinking that okay, we'll get their wickets using our front line spinners, and then we'll run through their middle order. Although we've heard the commentators and experts saying that very negative call from the West Indies Bangladeshi team to just bowl for was a pitch where you can score runs and then put under the pump, which they did. And India, being India, they already knew that the bowling has always been their strength so far in the tournament. It is batting which has to click, and eventually it mentioned. It was heartening to see everybody contributing to the cause. There was not just one individual player who was performing like we have seen in the past. If you talk about 2022 World Cup, 2016 World Cup, it was all one man or two man show, which doesn't look like the way, I mean, this year.
Absolutely. And you know, and couple of players like Rishabh Pant and Hardik Pandya. To start with, Rishabh Pant. I mean, we had a discussion on Rishabh Pant yesterday. in detail, but I'm start with Hardik Pandya. Apte sir, this man was booed, this man was crushed, he was insulted, he was, I mean, the fact that biggest thing happened in his life, he got the captaincy of one of the biggest, most popular, probably most popular franchise in IPL, Mumbai Indians. Instead of celebrating and enjoying his game, he had to face so much of music, and which was very discordant, and it was not a soothing thing for him the way it happened. And something happens to him, people are. I mean, I wrote about it, and Avinash can vouch for it. That moment that he played that practice game against Bangladesh, where he scored 40 odd runs, took a couple of wickets, if I'm not mistaken, and he was right on the money. And I think something happens to him after he sees the national flag. Really, truly a champion, and the fact that Rohit Sharma was trying to sort of push him out of vice captaincy and make Surya Kumar vice captain of the team when the selection happened. Thanks to the guys who backed Hardik, they would be really laughing, sitting back on a Sunday and seeing the way people are writing good stuff about him. And this is what it is. You can't have knee jerk reaction. Probably you need to learn that player is never. I mean, going to underperform deliberately. Its form is temporary, class is permanent, and once you're match winner, once you're a proven player, you're always a proven player.
Yeah. Indranil, let me tell you that let's keep all the guesses or rumors aside, who wanted to happen, what, etc. Those who want to study psychology, this is
Hmm.
a classic case study for them. See,
Okay.
the way in which he was, literally people used to boo him, people used to hate him, they used to shout at him. He kept his cool. He was not performing, his team was not performing in IPL, but still barring few incidences, he was very cool. Then he came here. Now also he is cool. A player with this much of caliber is bound to perform. He has started performing, is performing really well for the team. And he has given an answer through his performance. This is what I think many other players who are seen fighting on the streets today in the World Cup also, we have seen one incident. All of them, this is going to be a classic case study for those who want to study psychology, that how somebody can keep his composure. There will be good times, there will be bad times, there will be some times when people will shout at you, they will say that isko hakal do, usko remove kar do, and all that. From there, just maintaining his composure, and also equal credit goes to the selection committee that they have shown confidence and have also appointed him as the vice captain, telling them what is going to be the hierarchy of the Indian team. So I think we have got an example of a Pakistani player entering into a street fight, and we don't know the details of it. But as against this, the way in which this man has kept his cool, and this is not the first incident. I would say through his career, there will be three major. First time when I have seen it from a close quarter is when he and K. Rahul were suspended for 2 years for their interview on a television show. So still he kept quiet, he has come back. Then major injuries, surgeries, he kept quiet, he got rehab done, came back with flying colors. Now this third change of IPL franchisee, captainship, and disliked by the fans, he kept quiet and now he has come back. So I think this is the journey for a player, and this is what we can take it as a case study for the budding cricketers to understand. There can be a situation where you don't get what you want, there can be a situation where you really commit a mistake, but still you have to keep quiet and wait for the right opportunity. If you have the merit, that merit will speak, you don't have to speak.
Absolutely. I remember uh, seeing him during the Delhi Mumbai match at Firuzshah Kotla, and he always kept that what we call in that Hindi word tadi. Tadi kabhi kam nahi hona chahiye. Avinash, I mean, when you tadi, I mean, Virendra Sehwag and I often spoke about it. If you're good at work, you better have an attitude. Attitude to do well, not attitude to show off that I'm really. special and you have to treat me specially. Not like that kind of an attitude. It's an attitude of being good at work, like a good student. So Hardik Pandya had that 30 always. He had that attitude. Okay, I'm going to do what I have to do. Only issue over the years has been his fitness. Because when he plays, India is not playing with 11 players. They're playing with 12 players. I've often said that. Last World Cup we saw, moment he went out, I remember talking to a lot of people. I said India would be out of equation. Hardik Pandya adds so much of balance, and that's it's showing already. Avinash.
Yes, I was at the MCA Stadium in Pune when he got injury. He had to just walk out of that Bangladesh match, and actually it was a big setback for the Indian team because the balance of the team was completely lost. You rightly mentioned because he's not just a good batter; he's an equally good bowler and a gun fielder as well. Also, the added responsibility of being the vice captain of the side. Whenever, I mean, there was always a communication we saw on the field, and he's always aggressive. He always keeps the team pumped up, charged up, never lets the morale of the teammates down as long as the match is not lost. And because of the fact that he's had so much of hardships coming to this stage, he's risen through the ranks. It's not just everything has not been served to him on a silver platter. He had to fight hard for every single that he has got, and right from the start on the grassroots levels. And Hardik Pandya has been one of the best examples of just have the faith, keep doing the good work that you do, just keep excelling in what good you are at, and eventually everything will fall into place. And it's just heartening to see Hardik Pandya leading the way team the way he is. And obviously there were a lot of talks about him in this IPL season, but every single person who's criticized him seems to have forgotten that he is the same person who led Gujarat Titans to two back-to-back
Almost
IPL
two,
finals,
yes.
ended up and ended up winning one trophy, and almost had won the other ones, a second consecutive title for them, had it not been that uh, two balls from hit by Ravindra Jadeja. So definitely, Hardik Pandya has had a career of ups and downs. But he's never let his guard down as far as his cricket is concerned. Yes, see him really at times we've seen him getting emotional, and he was emotionally down. We saw that video from the Mumbai Indians dugout where everybody was away. He was sitting with his former MI teammate Ambati Raidu, and Ambati Raidu was trying to cheer some wise words in his brain, in his mind, so that he would not be left out. We've seen even just for the uh, to the Caribbean, and he's showing the flamboyance that we have seen in the Caribbean players back in the days. He's not intimidated by the opposition. He's not down. He never feels low on confidence, and his attitude has always been to just perform and answer with his with the bat and ball, not with words.
So true. I mean, and we're showing it, showing other ways played so far in the tournament. And when you play, what you do for India is going to be really taken into consideration. And look at the way Rishabh Pant is also batting. Uh, although he dropped, I can call it a sitter of uh, Bumrah last evening, but that's part of the game. But it didn't hurt India that much because India are really on a roll. Rishabh Pant, the emergence of Rishabh Pant, the only cricketer who's going to be going all the way. We've spoken at length about him, but sir, I want to know your reaction to Rishabh Pant, the way he's come back, and what a dramatic comeback we're seeing from a man. We've seen him before also. Yuvraj Singh, the way he fought his disease and came back strong. And here we are, a second cricketer, young at heart, very young actually. He's 24, coming and making such great impression, and the intent he's showing. Every match he's looking better and better. I mean, your thoughts are up, sir, on Rishabh Pant.
Yes, yes. Indranil, if the Pandya case was case study number one, then this is
Ah,
going to be case study 1A,
number two.
because because look at the plight that look at the place where he was not more than 18 months ago. A serious accident. Nobody thought that he will survive. Nobody thought that he is going to come back on the ground. From there, he underwent lot many surgeries. Then he got back to fitness. Nobody thought that he will be match fit. He still did that. Nobody expected him to play for the IPL. This IPL, he played. He showed his class. He has been as good as he was in the past. In fact, better than what he was in the past. So, for those youngsters or those kids who are looking at cricketers, I think rather than how they dress, how they cut their hair, they should look at this, that what a fighting spirit he has got. And
Yeah.
one more point that I wanted to tell you. Sorry, don't get disturbed with the hair point, Indranil. It was a very general comment. Uh,
Mm.
what I was trying to suggest is look at his spirit. Let there be any situation, there will be three down, four down, one down, whatever it is, he will keep his game as it is. He will not get bogged
Yes.
down. And this is what we have seen in entire batting lineup yesterday. Because though the wickets were falling, the runs were coming, and the run rate was never on decline. So this is New India. This is the example.
Avinash, I want to know from you, this man called Jasprit Bumrah, he's amazingly consistent. I mean, one or two matches, we've seen bowlers going for runs. He's just getting, uh, I mean, best we have seen of Bumrah in recent times. Your thoughts?
Uh, I think Caribbean brings something unique from Bumrah. Remember the last time when the first time he toured, he had a hat trick in Test match. Everybody was going gaga
Yeah.
the way he was bowling, and I mean all the matches getting wrapped up in a course of 3 days or 2 days on an occasion. And yes, Jasprit Bumrah seems to just savor and relish uh, the Caribbean air and the venues, so whatever venue he goes. And now that he's also added I mean, he was equally demolishing against on the US main soil. So definitely, uh, we are seeing the best version of Bumrah in T20Is. I mean, there was a little blip that at a time he was not getting those wickets, and he has always been his economical best. But the fact that he's also getting those wickets, and also I think that are somewhere the hunger to coveted and elusive ICC trophy. Like we were talking yesterday as well. I was, as I mentioned, it's been more than 8 years since his uh, entry into international cricket, and he's been running that India jersey for the last 6 years, 8 years. But he, like others, hasn't been able to win a trophy, the international trophy or the ICC trophy. If you talk about, there was the ICC Champions Trophy in the 2017 that we lost, the 2016 T20 World Cup where he was a rookie bowler and was X factor in that tournament, and he was bowling well as well in 2016 at home. And then we saw what happened in 2019, 2021, 22, and 23. There were disappointments, but this time he seems to be he's taken it personal, and he's ensuring that the last gasp effort that India always tends to just taper off their form, it shouldn't happen. And I was literally disappointed that he just got hit for a boundary on the last ball of his spell. Had it not been, he would again have conceded less than 10 once again in a match.
Absolutely magical spell he's delivering. After sir, uh, if you can complete your thought about uh, Mr. You're talking about Rishabh Pant, right? I mean, the way he
Yes.
started off. So
No,
if
no,
you can tell us that.
I had, yeah. Thank you, Indranil. There was some disconnection, but I had already almost completed, and I again want to say that I look at it from the character point of view. That look at these characters, how strong they are, what is their determination. We only see the flamboyance, we only see the glamour, we only see the money involved, but it is not that. What you really need to see is the way in which they come back, the way in which they fight. See, it's not an easy job to work that hard and come back when the competition is so intense. So I think that from that perspective, I think you were coming to the third example also. I would definitely rate Pant as one of the outstanding examples that we have seen, that after such a serious accident, he has come back. It was not a sporting injury, it was
Yeah,
a car accident, and he has come back from that.
absolutely. No, and Avinash, before we wrap up the show, even Kuldeep coming back to form is also a good news. He got 3 wickets. And wickets is all that matters for a bowler. If you get wickets, your confidence level just goes to, just climbs so hard. I mean, you're right there then. Uh, a word on Kuldeep Yadav. He was not playing regularly, and the way he just got into the mix so quickly. This is amazing.
I think credit also should go to the team management for keeping things pretty clear that yes, this is the reason we are not playing you in the US because the pitches are more pacer friendly, so we are going with an extra pacer. But the moment we land in the Caribbean, where the pitches are going to be on the slower side, and with the tournament progressing, and most of the matches are happening in the daytime. We believe in you that you are going to be our frontline spinners going forward. So that also speaks volume. And the moment he was brought into the playing 11, he started delivering. It's very heartening to see. And it is because he also has that hunger to prove himself, and because he also understands it. But that if you have a day when the pitches are more batter friendly, or where the India will have to weigh in more on batters, he's definitely going to lose his spot to an Akshar or an Ravindra Jadeja, and he will have to sit on the bench and wait for his opportunity. But the moment he's been brought into the playing 11, he's not letting those opportunities slip away from his hands and encashing those opportunities. And that's the best thing about Kuldeep Yadav. I mean, we've seen him crying for on the pitch when he was hit hard during the IPL match for KKR, and then eventually he was released by the franchise because he was not living up to the expectations. But and here the bond between Rishabh Pant and Kuldeep Yadav also to have worked in Kuldeep Yadav. He has someone behind the stumps. It's not MS Dhoni, the almighty, ever-present, everything he understands so minutely. But we've seen Rishabh Pant also taking uh, something out of MS Dhoni's book, that he is also maturing to be a fine wicket keeper. He's
Absolutely.
very chirpy. He's very chirpy. He always just tells the wicket keeper, or constantly he's in conversation. He's in with the bowlers that okay, you need to do that. You need to do this. Let him attack you. Let him go for you. He'll definitely throw his wicket away. So all those things are also in a way happening Kuldeep Yadav, because he has faith that the person behind the wickets is has true faith in him, and will back him to the hilt. And something of the same sort has also been communicated by Rohit Sharma. Yesterday we saw what Rohit Sharma was doing. The stump mic caught Rohit Sharma speaking to just let the batter play. I mean, just don't be attacking. I mean, just lay out your plan the way you have trick the other batter who just walked away. Let him also go for those drives or those expansive shots, and he will also gift his wicket to you. So that also in a way tells that the captain is also showing a lot of faith in the bowler, and that is one of the big reasons for Kuldeep Yadav doing the way he is doing.
Absolutely. Very well said, I have to say. But after sir, you closing comments? You can hear me?
Yeah, yeah. The closing comments are in continuation with what Avinash has said. That if you
Uh,
now want to look at the mindset of Indian team, it is very clear like what is making all the fans entertained today. अभी अभी आया है आड़े हाथ से लेने दो मतलब कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
True. I mean, we are really on cloud nine, seeing the way we are
Yes.
playing. It's a great effort Team India is showing in league phase matches. Into Super, it is on. We'll be facing Australia very soon. Great going, and I hope it just stops after that win. Uh, and keeping our fingers crossed. Thanks a lot, Abhay, Apte sir,
Thank
and
you, thank you,
Avinash for coming and sharing your thoughts on pitch battle.
Thank you.
Keep enjoying cricket and be good to yourself. Thanks for watching.
thanks,
Thank you.
thanks, thank you, thank you.